Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be showing you how we apply wall moldings to a wall. So this is a wall behind our living room couch, and we just wanted to add more texture to the wall, add more paneling pattern, and give it a border before adding pictures onto that wall so that it doesn't just look plain. So this is wall before we add any molding, before we do anything. The step one that we take is finding out what we want really. So we decided to go for 3 picture frames as shown in this picture, 3 above, 3 beneath, just simple frames with light in between. This is our simple measurement. The wall is 15 feet wide, 9 feet long. We're making 3 boxes above, 3 beneath, and the above one is 4 feet high, 4 feet long, and 2 feet short on the bottom. These are the materials we use. You can pause the video and write your own list before going to grab your materials. We went to Home Depot to grab materials for this project. So they're quite affordable here. This is the molding that we use. This is the fiber board we use for our projects. So it's 84 cents per foot. It does get expensive if it's $1, $2 per foot, because you have to factor how many foot do you want for just one side of one picture frame. So as you can see, I'm just showing you other options in the store. You can go for something else. These ones they look nicer, and I think they're cedar wood, so it'll last longer. But then they're like $3, $3.50 per foot. So if you're going for 4 foot, that would be $3.50 per 4 foot for just one side. And then you probably need like 6. If you're going for 3 picture frames, you need 6 4 foot. So it gets expensive as you progress on the project. So once you come into the store, you see all the options they have. You see that which works with your budget. You pick a product, and once you've done that selection, you can come to the station at Home Depot where you do the cutting. So these fiber boards are very long. You will not be able to put it in a normal size vehicle home to do any measurements or any cutting. So you need to do that in store. So as you can see, we pull one out. We come to this station where my husband is standing. We measure out what we need. They provide some materials for you. So you have a saw, you have a pencil marker, you have a tape measure. You measure out. So now we're measuring 4 foot out of the entire thing. I think they all come in like 16 foot long. So we measure 4 foot out, and then we cut. Once we get home, we'll now do further cutting. But for now, we're just going to do the basic cutting in store, so it's easier to carry out of store. And you can also pay and check out easy. So we measure out what we need. We cut with a saw, and then we go out for payments. So once you go into once you enter the molding aisle of the store, there are so many options. There are very nice options that have certain designs on them, but they're quite expensive. So it ranges from $10 each, as you can see, $50 each, right there, $48 each. It gets expensive, but this one has more design, more pattern to it, as opposed to just a plain fiber board, and I think they will last longer too. So it depends on what you need or what you're wanting to get and what your budget is. Like I said, it does add up pretty quick. The 84 cents one that we got at the end of the day for doing 6 picture frames, 3 longer than the other 3, we spent about $100 just in getting the fiber board, the molding itself, without any other thing like painting or the box that we are going to use to cut angles. Just the fiber board, we spent $100 right there. So it does add up, and we're not wanting to spend more than $300 on this project. So step 4, I'm prepping my molding. We've gotten the molding. I'm trying to paint it to match the wall. I do not want it to just be white molding on a gray wall. I want it to be monochrome. So I'm painting all the moldings one by one, as opposed to putting it on the wall before painting it, because our home is just 3 months old, so it was professionally painted. I do not want to paint it all over again. So my husband is using a mirror box to cut in 45-degree angle, as you can see, so that each corner of the molding will fit properly. So there's different angles on the mirror box. You just need to cut accordingly. So we're cutting at a 45-degree angle. So it depends on what side you're cutting. If you're cutting the left side, you have to cut from the left side 45-degree angle. If you're cutting on the right side, you have to cut the right side 45-degree angle. So there are two sides, left and right. So just make sure you're doing the right side on the 45-degree angle, so you can fit properly. As you cut each molding, each panel, it's very important that you keep up with measurements, because the 45-degree angle that you cut at is going to change the initial measurement that you made in store. So this particular fiberboard we're cutting is 2 feet long, but we've just cut out the edge just to make that 45-degree angle. So the next 2 feet molding we cut, we make sure that it's the same height with this one, just so that after the cutting we don't have different lengths everywhere. Step 6 is to kind of factor out how this is going to look like on the wall. So we put it on the floor, on the table, we spread it out, put it together, and see how it's going to look like on the wall. Make sure all the edges are cut properly. So now we are applying this wall molding onto our wall. We use a level ruler to check out the precise positioning on the wall. Make sure everything is straight. My camera right now is not very straight, so it looks like it's bent, but do well to make sure you use a level rule, just so that you don't get crooked lines on your wall. So right there, we're going to add the molding onto the wall with a regular hammer and nail. You can use a nail gun, or you can use no nail. So no nail is like a glue. You add it onto the back of your molding and you just apply it onto the wall. Today we're just going for regular hammer and nail. In step 7 or 8, when we apply finishing touches to this project, we are going to use the remaining paint to paint over the nails, paint over the caulk, because when we put each corner together, there is still some space that we need to fill up. So we're going to use caulk and a caulking gun to fill up those spaces. Here we are done with the hardest part of this project, which is actually applying the product to the wall. Now we're going to go on with step 8, which is caulking. So that allows us to fill in every space in between the corners. And then we're going to put finishing touches on the wall. That's really just painting. We're going to add some lighting onto those spaces. So those spaces are about 1.6 feet in between each box. So we have 1.6 feet in between the 4 feet or 3.6 feet wide picture frames. I'm going to insert the measurements so that you can get it more clearly. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it makes your project easier. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. It's free. Kindly share to others who want to upgrade their homes and just take it out of that builder grade to a nicer look. Moldings is such a beautiful way to upgrade your space. I highly recommend it. Next, I will be doing my dining area. I definitely want to also do my master bedroom. I want to do my corridors. I just want to put moldings everywhere. There's such a cheap an elegant upgrade to add to your space. um Thank you so much. Hope you come back again for another tutorial. See you next time.